Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9. 12. Set.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Lion. Hey, Ray.
Herbert. From the left side here, and it's complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Intended for Austin Eckler. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Returnable here from the 38. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Prescott forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott off play action. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10. Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Green 80.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. In motion left goes Cooks. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
1st down, Dallas.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Momentum's right.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 9.
59. Set.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They work now on second and 9.
Kappa.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Home trips right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Go Lion. Go, let's go. Set.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gutton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
21. Go.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Once more, here's Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now here's There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Prescott now on 2nd down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, it's a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Baylor tight. 5-9.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Second and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a full.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 47.
Ram.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
12.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. The 20, 10, touchdown. Mike Williams, 47 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not this for a turn of events. They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target land. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Chargers 10.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go lion.
Herbert to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Inside the 20.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there. You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
59. Ready.
Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here comes second down.
Ray.
Throwing, Herbert. Finding Allen. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Go.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've
taken it right down Broadway.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CD Lamb
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chargers going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defense.